All right, all my little YouTube motherfuck faces. You're watching Validation Boy live stream December 3rd, 2020. And now that you know I'm a real person, I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off. Things just work better when I'm not concerned about my stupid facial expressions. But before we do that, I'm going to do the first 5 in the live. In at number 1, not C. In at number 2, what appears to be a brand new viewer. Someone named Westward Thinking. In at number 3, it's becoming a legend over here, Dan W. Very glad to have you. In at number 4, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. And in at number 5, Into the Break. An honorable mention, Barbara McGill. She just had an excellent live stream, and I was waiting for her to end her show before I went live, so I didn't step on her show. Barbara McGill, what a sweet, awesome, intelligent, bright, beautiful woman. And everybody go check out her live stream after you leave here. And also in at number 6, it is OJ McBaggins, also known as OJ McBaggins. All right, guys, the camera's going off, and I'm starting another Validation Boy rant. All right, what do we got here today? I was thinking about things. I was thinking about history, you know? And this is no dig at Native Americans or anything like that, but there's this whole story, this whole idea that the explorers, gave these people these blankets, and these blankets had smallpox on them. But when you think about it, when you're a kid and you think about it, well, didn't they not even discover microbials until like the 1800s or some shit like that, or I don't even know. It's like the explorers probably didn't even know about the existence or even believe in this idea of viruses and bacterias, So I just seriously doubt that that's what really went down. And the sad part is, when you try researching this shit, all you ever get is the fucking runaround. It's fucked up because no matter how much research you try to do on Google, all you get is a bunch of fucking bullshit propaganda, and you can never really find out the truth about these kinds of things. And that's what this is about. It's not about whether or not white explorers had evil intentions for the natives and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's about the fact that when you try to do research, you're going to get a whole bunch of conflicting bullshit stories, or you're just going to get a big runaround that never really gives you the answer you want. You're never really going to find out the truth about these things, especially when the topic you're looking up concerns the Adamic people and their journey through time. It's all just a bunch of Winston Smith fucking 1984 memory hole fuckery. And honestly, I think that's the whole point. Basically, fuck you, white man. Fucking hate yourself, white man. That's what it's all about. And furthermore, it's like all these anti-discrimination employment laws that used to be in place, we've officially reached a point where they're pretty much inverted. If you're a white, heterosexual Christian male, nowadays you get 0 protection for your religion and 0 protection for your, sexual orientation if you're a heterosexual white Christian man. You get 0 fucking protection. And we knew this shit would happen eventually. Because this is it. We're nearing the end of the white race. There's probably all kind of little cucks out there listening to this. Not you guys, but other people who don't have the guts to show up in here. There's probably a bunch of little fucking cucks out there listening, thinking to themselves, oh goody, so what? Who cares? You know? That's because they were fucking indoctrinated to be little self-hating white cucks by some ignorant fucking racist third world moron fucking female school teacher who probably has no business being in this country in the first place, let alone filling our precious little white seedlings' minds with a bunch of fucking J-sponsored, satanic, anti-white mental cancer. Any of you haters out there, I hope you fucking idiots realize it's crystal fucking clear that you don't give a shit about this world. You don't give a shit about the rest of humanity because, just as you all know, without the white patriarchy, this world goes straight to Satan and will inevitably become nothing more than a dirty pile of fucking ashes. So, if you're anti-white male, if you're anti-white patriarchy, you are anti-life. You're anti-humanity. Because without the white patriarchy, everything's fucked. Now, speaking of little indoctrinated bitch boy fucking self-hating white cucks, there's a channel I've been referring to over the last few weeks. You might find links below, no promises. But I don't want to say any names specifically, but if you magically come across some links in a description, that's on you. But anyways, this guy fucking allegedly tested positive for COVID like a week ago. You know, and then he came out with a video talking about it. And then 3 days later, he come out with another fucking video, and he's just fine. He has a little bit of snotty sound in his nose, but he's just fucking fine. And you know why? It's because it was the common seasonal fucking flu that he had. Okay? But this loser wants to believe the system. He's one of these people that want to believe that NASA's telling the truth. He wants to believe that the fucking beer flu is something that's real. You know, this loser still thinks the fucking world needs communist lockdowns. Even though he's a capitalist YouTuber. I mean, the fucking irony, right? And speaking of YouTubers who rely on capitalist fucking ambition, but are too fucking stupid to realize that they'd be suiciding their channels if the ideals that they spout actually came to fruition. There's another young lady that I found. Possible link below, no promises. And she recently changed her channel's name. Well, I'm not going to say it. But she recently changed her name to something that was basically saying that Satan was her uncle. Let's just say that. And then she changed her name back. She realized how stupid she was. And she covers fucking horror movies. Okay? And she's a millennial. And she's clueless. She's a full-on, well, SJW. Let's just leave it at that. And while she's sitting here reviewing horror movies, she fucking bitches and moans about the alleged misogyny that you find inherently in all 1980s slasher films. But you know, honestly, guys, that's like going to a fucking NASCAR race and complaining that the cars have tires on them, or complaining that the cars use gas or something. I mean, like, problem is she's so prone to have a fucking knee-jerk reaction to anything that looks like it's against the well-being of the women's that she doesn't realize that those movies are actually feminist as fuck. Because there's always a heroic final girl protagonist who survives and ends up killing the big scary evil white man at the end of every single one of those fucking movies. You know, but what else would you expect from a fucking dumb, naive, fucking 20-something, fucking non-bino, who fucking looks like she hasn't even washed her hair in at least a month? All this fucking patchouli oil and all this grossness in her fucking shit. You know, and I hope she's listening. I think she is. You know, I made some comments on her video. I was trying to be respectful, but she just like, oh, you're fucking gatekeeping me from watching these fucking movies and shit. It's like, no, I'm just trying to put you in check and help you realize that you can't say this dumb shit you're saying without making yourself look like a fucking idiot. And then so I'm sure she went and watched one of my latest live streams. And, probably the one where I was talking about putting a bunch of non-binary fucking POCs in charge of everything and seeing how fucking long this country would last. So at the end of her video after that, she talks about how she has a fucking GoFundMe for fucking non-bino POCs, right after I fucking start commenting that shit on her shit. What else do you expect though, right? And when you think about it, guys, this is exactly how the Jays implement their slow genocide of God's children. They start with the women. They use that fake ass staged sensitivity that women have been employing as a manipulation tactic since the beginning of time. They use that as a way to weasel their demonic bullshit into the minds of our women. And it's the exact same thing Satan did to Eve in the garden. He tempted her with the flesh of men who had been interbred with the seed of Satan's fallen angels. And bitch fell for it. But what's new? All these women out here are convinced that their opinion matters way more than it usually does. So they come out here and they say a bunch of dumb shit, and then all the other dumb women actually listen to the dumb shit those other women said, and then it becomes a circle of nagging hens who are based on their feelsies. Everything they say is based on their feelsies instead of fucking logic. And that's how we have the rise of the fucking left. That's how we even have numbers in the fucking Democratic Party. It's disgusting. And those hens, those fucking cackling hens, they're always going to affirm each other's bullshit beliefs. And you know why? Because otherwise, each one of them would look stupid on their own. So they rely on their collective stupidity as a cop-out so that they can't individually be blamed for when they say this dumb shit that they say. And, it's because they fucking have been taught to hate men, but still expect the world from men. And then because these women have all these fucking children out of wedlock with no male authority figure in sight, what they end up doing is programming their kids, male and female, to believe the same bullshit lies. And next thing you know, it's extra hip to start spreading their legs for all kinds of filthy criminal fucking non-Adamic fuckboys. And all of a sudden, what do you know? The collective IQ plummets. And more importantly, God's perfectly formed Adamic man is a thing of the past. The very Adamic man that pays for all their government-enforced, government-subsidized child support checks. The same Adamic man that built all their roads. The same Adamic man who created cars and created airplanes and created ways to maximize the use of running water and created the wheel and created modern civilization itself and everything else these fucking women benefit from without even realizing it and without even wanting to remember it, without even wanting to acknowledge it. These fucking women out here, they need to know their place because they wouldn't be shit without men. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, men wouldn't be shit without women there too. But you don't see men out here fucking attacking these women for no reason, illogically. So, in reality, I'm just going to go ahead and blame women for allowing all of this tyranny that we're experiencing to take hold. I'm going to blame women for that. Women are so quick to obey orders when it comes from the fucking government. But God forbid they listen to the actual men in their lives. Oh no, can't do that. Our fucking society needs a full overhaul and a complete rearrangement. We need to go back to full white patriarchy. And most women need to be immediately sent back to the home so they can make more little white babies and then America can rise again and we can start pleasing God again like we're supposed to. Okay, guys? I almost wasn't even going to fucking rant on female privilege. But once again, my fucking interaction with two specific female customers today reminded me that these hideous fucking problems aren't going anywhere. And they still need to be addressed. They still need to be beaten like a dead horse. I'm not going to stop, guys. You know, even though sometimes my heart fucking tells me I need to be kind and turn the other cheek, I just can't do it. This woman today, I'll just tell you one story. This woman today, she lives in a $2,000 a month hotel high-rise in downtown Orlando. And she gets food delivered to her. And they get to the door. And she has a tray. And it's full of dimes, nickels, and quarters. And that's how she's going to pay me for her fucking food. Okay, if you're at that point where you're having the luxury of food delivered to you, you need to tighten up and get your shit together. Be fucking giving me nickels and fucking dimes and shit. What a scumbag. You know, and what it is that she's living way the fuck out of her means. But no, she's a strong, independent woman. You know? So I'm just not going to fucking stop, man. I can't do it. Because honestly, guys, part of me, a big part of me, I want to hate. And it's not just women or non-Adamics, whatever. I just want to hate. Because if I don't hate, then the evil will never be beaten back. The fucking evil, the evils of this world are always encroaching. And therefore, they must always be confronted. They must always be battled. And speaking on this fucking privilege, what the fuck is with this fucking Hollywood actress bitch trying to change her gender? I mean, are we supposed to take this seriously? I don't know. So she's finally come to the realization, you know, I got to give it to her, honestly. She's finally come to the realization that there's actually nobody in this world that's more persecuted and more victimized than the white man. So she's trying to take her victimhood to the next level and pretend to be one of us. As if it's even going to reap her any fucking benefits at all. You know, good luck with that, fucking retard. Whitey don't get shit. Whitey don't get shit. Just keep being a fucking fake ass cunt. Hollywood fucking cunt. Because I can't wait to see how that shit plays out for you. Don't worry, guys. She'll be switching back soon. Now, onto the fucking masks. We've been joined by Chicken a la King. Great to have you. He says, have you ever thought about buying a camper van? Yeah, I have. Well, I don't know. We've been joined by Allison. We've been joined by Cigar Face. Everybody go check out Barbara McGill after this. She just did an amazing live stream. Now, onto the fucking masks. I see a lot of non-Adamics saying fuck it with the masks. You know, it's kind of a good thing in a way. I'm thinking like maybe if we can get all the fucking undesirables to casually dismiss the fucking face diaper, it might be seen as the cool hip thing to do. And we can all stop wearing that bullshit. But then again, I think to myself, you know, that's probably just a fucking pipe dream. Because we know we can't expect jack shit from the fucking non-Adamics out here. We really just can't. We really just shouldn't even try, to be perfectly honest. You know? And they're the ones that are going to help communism creep in. Those are the ones. Should we get rid of them? I'm not talking about murdering people. I'm talking about giving people places to live elsewhere, you know? It's going to have to happen eventually, or else, you know, we're fucked. But I just don't think it's going to happen. We're just basically fucked. This is the end. It's the fucking end, dude. This world's become fucking overrun with a fucking absurd amount of fucking antichrists. And I'm sick and tired of sharing this world with these antichrists, man. These fucking demons don't deserve anything. We need to start purging our fucking society, these antichrists, because they're not the fucking ones that are supposed to be blessed by God, at least not directly. But, you know, it's not really my call, so I have to be humble. It's hard to be humble, but it's still frustrating as fuck. It's just not my call. I don't even know if I should be praying for it or not. We've been joined by a legend and an icon, Schlumminger. Schlumminger, who says, "What's up, Vlad?" And let's talk about fucking Donnie Boy. Let's talk about Donnie Boy. It's confusing to me. In years past, presidents were essentially unquestionable. And they would lay down executive orders and be treated with respect. And the shit they said was final. And there wasn't much anyone could do about it. But now with Orange Man Rad, it's almost like he's some kind of powerless bitch, even though he's the fucking president. Since when have presidents lost the authority that comes along with being the president? Didn't Obama do all kinds of bullshit and never get questioned? Didn't Big Daddy Bush and Little Baby Bush and Clinton do all kinds of stupid shit with their executive orders and never even get challenged? How is this shit going down like this? You know, I see him trying to stand up. I see the Supreme Court justice he appointed. I see this lawyer woman out here who's fighting essentially for him, but not officially. Into the Break One says, VB, tell some stories about this mind cancer with the privilege of these privileged affirmative action monks. They're emboldened, I see. Well, Barbie says Obama was black, so maybe that's why he was able to get away with anything he fucking wanted. Interesting point, Barbara. Interesting point. Chicken Ollie King says, every time VB says Schlumminger, it makes my day. Well, I'm going to say it twice because it's so nice. Schlumminger. Schlumminger. But anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, Donnie, he's trying. It gives me hope. And a lot of people are thinking that, yeah, he's going to win in the end. And I hope he does. And I hope it makes all the fucking non-bino fucking POC fucking anti-white demons fucking go ape shit in the fucking street and start fucking attacking Adomics. And then we can have an excuse to fucking fight back. And it can be official. And our might can be felt. You know what I'm saying? So good he says it twice, says Simon says. Yep. You got to. I mean, that name is fucking sweet, dude. It's a tradition I started here a couple years back. And I'm so glad that Schlumminger has stuck with me all these years. And the same with Not C, who says, it's got to go to the Supreme Court. When it does, he will still be president. Oh, yeah. I see some lefties out here in my own life that are starting to understand that that's probably what's going to go down. And that's cool. At least they know. Now, back to those people I was talking about earlier, these channels on YouTube. You know, just one more thing about them. Why do certain fucking people hide behind this idea that they care about social issues? They're hiding behind that. But do they really believe that crap? I know they think they do, but there's no fucking way they believe that crap. Have these fucking people never been passionate about something in their life? Have they never had a fucking deep-rooted hate for someone or for an idea? Have they never had like a gut feeling that something just isn't right about someone? Of course they've had these feelings, but no. They'd rather commit fucking cultural suicide because it's more important to them that everybody thinks that they hate the white patriarchy. That's more important to them. Barbara McGill says, don't be white, it's a curse. It's looking like it now. You know? And another little thing, another little anecdotal thing while I wind down. I find that, you know, keeping these shows to about a half hour keeps everyone's attention better. And I'm just content with doing these half-hour live streams so I can drop these bombs. You got to get it while it's hot, baby. You know what I'm saying? So let me make a fucking note, okay? Now, people out there who own dogs, all right? And this is only because I'm coming at it from a delivery guy standpoint. But people who don't have control of their dogs and can't answer their own door without the dogs going apeshit, you're a fucktard. Okay? First off, you're disrespecting your own pet. You're failing to provide them the leadership that they are yearning for. and the leadership that they deserve. And it's a big reflection of how worthless of a piece of shit you might just be. Fuck you people that can't control your dogs. Fuck you people, okay? And I was listening, well, here's my last thing, okay, guys? I was listening to Taboo Conspiracy 3. He was on some guy's show, and they were talking about the edge of space and how they don't understand it, and it was a pretty good show. I might link it below. But it just reminded me of that one video I came out about, is the moon inside Earth's atmosphere? It's one of my favorites. But when I go back and watch that video sometimes, I just don't think that I made the point clear enough. But let me just anecdotally hit on those ideas just for a second. Okay, there's this edge of space, right, where the infinite vacuum of space supposedly touches against our gradient particle atmosphere. Now, these little particles are gradiating into the void of space and getting thinner and thinner and more dispersed apart from one another, supposedly. Meanwhile, the Earth's spinning at 66,600 something miles an hour this direction, and it's going 666 miles this direction per hour, and all this shit, 1,000 miles per hour this direction, all this shit, right? Yet, there's no drag on those particles that are at the edge. They just stay in perfect position. Even though they're a thinned out edge of an atmosphere, they just stay right in perfect position, right? So, the space cucks, the cuck boys, science cuck boys, will say that, there's no drag, there's no resistance in space. Oh, well, if that's the fucking case, then how the fuck are we supposed to believe that rockets can propel themselves in the infinite, dragless vacuum of space? Give me a fucking break. Fuck these science cucks, all right? All praise to Jesus Christ. All praise to our Holy Father. We've been joined by, not C. We've been joined by Barbara McGill. We've been joined by, strange name for a band, and Schlumminger. So nice you gotta say it twice. And we've been joined by Chicken a la King, and Cigar Face, and Simon Says, and Into the Break One. And Allison. Great to have you, Allison. Love to see the females in here. We've been joined by My Realm, who says, wow. I'm going to go check out that channel, My Realm, here in a minute. Probably an awesome person. They say SWF FEVT. Not everyone wakes up. SWF Flat Earth Vermont? Is that what that means? If you're still in here, My Realm, throw a comment down here in this bottom of this chat and tell me what SWF FEVT means. Just so everyone's clear. And they also say, I remind myself every day, not everyone's meant to wake up. Not C says, ugh, patchouli is disgusting. Yeah, it smells like shit, dude. Into the Break One says they need to be taken out of the gene pool. My Realm says hypersexualizing the world. That's what's been up. And Chicken a la King says, did you see the Project Runway predictive programming? No, but now I got to go check it out. Thank you for noting that for me. Into the Break says tested positive for Gahay too. Oh yeah, I'm sure he did. Talking about that guy who covers mythology and stuff. He covers the shit pretty good, man. But yeah, he is a little flamer, and he is a fucking COVID's cuck and shit. So, whatever. Oh, we've also been joined by Love for God, who says history's made to be confusing. Yeah, history's made to denigrate the fucking Adamic bloodline. That's what history is all about lately. We've been joined by O.J. McBaggins, also known as O.J. McBaggins. And we've been joined by YouTube, and of course, Dan W. and Westward Thinking. Let's go back down to the bottom and see if My Realm contributed an answer to that. Schlumminger says, check out the Project Veritas CNN tapes. It's disgusting, but also it's almost funny. Yeah, I heard about the Project Veritas from Salty Cracker. Yeah, and Salty Cracker, he still owes me some fucking money. Just kidding. But once again, you see that Venmo link. If I've contributed to your life and you want to give a donation or a tip, feel free. It's greatly appreciated. The link is the first one in the live stream chat. I'll put it in the description. No big deal either way. I've gotten some generous tips so far. You guys are awesome. It is hard for me as a heterosexual white Christian male in this country to earn tips from certain groups, certain demographics, if you will, especially now with all the fucking racial tension that's going on these days. So if you want to tip or donate, it's greatly appreciated. Eternal Padawan has joined us and says, made a gaming channel and that's doing okay. So stream daily and put videos out. Games have always been my first love. Excellent, bro. Excellent. I miss you, Eternal Padawan. I miss cakes. I know you guys couldn't take the stress. I know being around VB can be, kind of a toxic thing, Toxic masculinity galore when you hang around VB, right? Cigarface says, wash your hands. All praise to Jesus Christ, God. We're nothing without God, guys. Wait, did I just say all praise to Jesus Christ, God? I meant to say guys, but yeah. Great to see you, Eternal Padawan, man. I miss you guys, man. You guys, Jed might be doing another live on a Saturday. And if he doesn't, or if Vladimir does not, I might just do it. I might just have a live and get as many people on the show as possible. I like to have people on the show. But nobody wants to be on my show. Everybody's scared to appear on Validation Boy live stream. It's understandable, though, because nobody says shit like I do. Nobody goes to these fucking extremes, man. But this is the truth, man. They want to destroy us because of our skin color. They want to genocide our people, guys. Jesus Christ was a white, Aryan, blonde-haired German. Okay, guys? Get with it. Get real. Judah is the tribe of Judah is German, as far as I know. And Jesus came from that tribe, okay? There's a reason why he said his lineage in Luke 3. Make sure you guys check out Luke chapter 3. And so glad to have all you guys in here. Keeping it to about 33 minutes just for the sake of the man who wore a hat made of worms. This has been Validation Boy live stream, December 3rd, 2020.